So in this example, we're looking at a relationship between cost, so the total cost, we're going to call that C, and the number of people attending, we'll call that N. Okay? We need to figure out how to come up with the equation. Okay? We're told that it's $40 per person. Well, I need to come up with an equation. Equation has an equal sign, right? What am I calculating? Am I calculating the number of people, or am I calculating the total cost? Cost. So it's going to be cost is equal to something. Well, if we're told that it's $40 per person, is there any other additional fee? Or is it just $40 a person to attend? So what would the equation be if we're just relating people and cost? What's the equation? Cost is equal to, yep. 40. Good. Excellent. What does 40N mean? $40 times the number of people. Excellent. Okay, what you're going to do is you're going to graph this information. So we can use this equation and we can create a table of values. We have an equation that we can use to fill in the table. Okay, and we can just make up numbers for number of people. If there's 0 people, how much does it cost? $0. What do you want to count by? What do you want to choose for number of people? 5s? Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Let's go up to 25 people. And I want you to calculate the cost for each one. For 5 people, it's good. $200. 10 people. 400. There's 2 ways we can find the slope. We could graph this and calculate the rise over the run, or we can look at the equation. What form is this equation in? Is it in the form y equals mx, or is it in the form y equals mx plus b? Okay, it's in the form y equals mx. Is there a plus b? So what does that mean? Where's the y-intercept? At the origin. So this starts at 0, 0, like we could see from the table. Now that you know what form it's in, what's the slope of the line? What's the slope? Jose? 40. Right? It's the number in front of the variable. The slope is 40, so the rise is 40. What's the run? 1. Good. That means that for every 1 person, what is the cost increase by? $40. What does our table show? Our table shows that it's increasing by how much? 200 for every how many people? What's 200 over 5? What's 200 divided by 5? 40. It's the same thing. For every $200, it increases by $200 for every 5 people. Remember, you can choose any point on the line. 200 over 5 is the same as 40 over 1. Okay, so we're looking at another example where we're told that it costs $1,000 just to rent the hall. So there's a rental fee. And then it's $25 per person. We need to come up with an equation that relates the cost and the number of people. Okay, so which value are we calculating again? Are we calculating the cost, or are we calculating the number of people? We're calculating the cost. So we need to figure out, what is the cost equal to? Good. It's $25 per person, so 25N plus 1,000. Why did you add 1,000? Because there is a rental fee. It's the initial fee. You could have wrote the equation like this: 1,000 plus 25N. Does that represent the exact same thing? Yeah. Okay. So we know that no matter what, even if you have 0 people, you still have to pay $1,000 just to rent the hall. Create a table. We're going to start with 0 people. If we replace N with 0, what's 25 times 0? Plus 1,000 though. We still have to pay $1,000 to rent the hall. What if, let's count by tens this time. What if there's 10 people that attend? What's the cost going to be? 1,250. Good. I want you to go up to, let's go up to 60 people. Right. Now, it's increasing by 250 for every how many people? For every 10 people. Looking at the equation, what form is this in? Is it in the form y equals mx or y equals mx plus b? Good. Y equals mx plus b. So what's the slope of this line? 25. And what's the y-intercept? Good. 1,000. So we know that this graph is going to start at 0 and 1,000. For 0 people, it's still $1,000. What does the slope tell us? It's 25 over 1. What does the rise tell us? Yeah, for every one person, it increases by $25. And that makes sense from the equation. $25 a person, right? It starts at 1,000, and then for every one person, it's going to increase by $25. What did the table tell us? That it starts at 1,000, and then what happens? It increases by, how much does this increase by? We said it earlier, 250. Okay, for how many people? For every 10 people. Okay, there's a difference between the table and the equation. But really, when you simplify this, what's 250 divided by 10? $25. Is it the same slope? Yeah. $25 per person.
Made with Doodlecast Pro.